It is Sunday, February 3rd, 2013, and I'm engaged in my alternative spiritual practice of protesting against Unitarian Universalist injustices and abuses, not to mention hypocrisy and stupidity. It's more and more stupidity to protest against, actually. But you know, this began as a protest against anti-religious intolerance and bigotry and related clergy misconduct of intolerance and verbal and psychological abuse, including what could be reasonably described as slander. And it sort of evolved from that into a more broad protest against Unitarian Universalist clergy misconduct of all kinds, including, but not limited to, some pretty egregious clergy sexual misconduct. Good morning, Harvey. I think I can see the shadow of the church. Keeping with the Groundhog Day theme here. Morning. So, this is actually an interesting phenomenon. The young lady there with 3 young children was a teenage member of the Unitarian Church of Montreal when I joined back in the mid-1990s. And she left the church for a good number of years. Basically didn't see her for quite some time. But she's back because now she's got a handful of kids. So, sort of a phenomena that does happen where Unitarian Universalists lose their youth, and then in some cases have them return when they have children of their own that they want to bring to Sunday school, as it were. And I see a police car up ahead, but I think it's actually going the other way. Had its flashers on. And I don't think it's got anything to do with me. I think the SPVM have realized that there's a total waste of time coming here as a result of dozens, if not hundreds, of complaints called in by the Unitarian Church of Montreal over the years. That really, when one thinks about how many times the SPVM police officers came and intervened in one way or another, and the ultimate result of all that, there was a huge waste of... What's that?
After all these years, you still have no
After
right.
all these years, yeah.
Nothing else better to do than to harass these poor people. Seriously, after all this time, it's like you don't have a wife, you don't have a family, you don't have, like, you know, hobbies that are...
First of all, hang on.
That would be, like, better fulfilled than, like, wasting your time harassing this church. I mean, if there's a fucking church that needs to be harassed, it's the Catholic Church.
No,
not these people, because of the fact that they refuse to accept your crazy lunatic dogma that you came up in some kind of vision. I remember your story, man. It's lunacy, man.
It's lunacy,
seriously,
okay.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
what does this picket
of
sign
all
say?
the fucking churches in the world,
You think this church...
there's no church that is better than this one that I've found in my entire life.
Oh, maybe
and the only reason the only reason why you hate them is
I don't hate them. I'm protesting against bad behavior.
It's just because of the fact that they refuse to accept your crazy dogma.
No.
Because you're a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I'll see you on YouTube, buddy.
Get a life, Robin. Get a life. Get a life.
Yeah. Well,
all your negativity is just going to implode onto you, man.
Well, you know what? Actually, it's the other way around. Your negativity has been imploding on you guys for like 15 years now, and it's getting worse. Oh, did you say Jesus Christ? That was very religious of you. Okay, there we go. Well, that's what we're gonna definitely put up on YouTube. Yeah, the only time you hear a Unitarian saying Jesus Christ is when they're swearing, and that's a perfect example of that. So, well, that was interesting, and we're just coming up to 5.5 minutes. We're gonna end this clip, but this is an excellent example of the bad behavior of Unitarians who are in total denial of the legitimacy of my protest, or even the actual reasons for it, which are in fact genuine anti-religious intolerance and bigotry that has been practiced not only against me but numerous other people by not only ordinary Unitarian Universalists but Unitarian Universalist clergy, and also clergy misconduct of all kinds. I of course emphasize the verbal and psychological abuse and other abuse of power, but there is of course clergy sexual misconduct, which this fellow ranting against me seemed to be in total denial of. I almost, basically had almost no chance to discuss it with him because he wasn't interested in discussion. Anyway, on that note, we have a wonderful example of Unitarian Universalists behaving badly, and we're going to wrap up this clip right now. And it is definitely going to be going on YouTube soon.